Kevin from Jim Coleman Nissan of Ellicott City. This is presenting the brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks. Alright, 2025 Nissan Kicks. Pretty nice vehicle. Has been redesigned from the previous years. You have a lot of space in the back. You can see this is the back part. You're gonna have a pretty nice stitching. This is for the SR premium package. You're gonna have the little half leather in here, half cloth, very comfortable seats, and in the back you're gonna have the two type C chargers in the back in there. All right, trunk space has been increased. As you can see right here, you have a lot of trunk space. You can fit a lot of stuff in the back, and then you have little compartment in here for like small stuff, things like that. Then on the bottom in here you're gonna have your emergency tire, and you have some kits in here you can help out with the replacement as well, just in case emergency comes out. All right, so we already reviewed a little bit of the back, which is this is the rear door for the passenger side. All right, a lot of space. This one is actually all the way to the back, and I'm 5'7", and I can still sit really comfortable in here. I'm 5'7". You still have a lot of room in here. As you can see, I'm sitting pretty nice and everything. I do actually really like, it's pretty easy in and out. I do really like the design they did on the seats, like they did this curved in here, so you can help you actually have that leg room in there. Now if we come here to the passenger side, this one you can move it up and down, doesn't matter. Cool feature about it is like on both sides you're gonna have the Boost head system sound. They're gonna help you customize your sound system in the car. You're gonna have better quality as well, so that's a new upgrade. Previous years actually did not have this, so it's a pretty good upgrade that they did on that. The front seats are zero gravity seats, so if you're taking long ride to out of state, things like that, or 10-hour drive, things like that, you won't actually feel tired of sitting in the vehicle, because they're zero gravity seats. They made actually to feel it comfortable for long rides. So, and then in here you have the glove compartment as well, so pretty a lot of space in here. Even though they have the books right here already, you still have a lot of space in there if you want to keep some other stuff in there. Now for the engine is a 4 cylinders. It's a 2.0 liter engine, and we can review it in here as well. As you can see it in there, it's a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. Does 141 horsepower, so a pretty good engine. So now we're gonna review a little bit of these features that you have the vehicle more in detail. Right here you're gonna have the keyless entry. You just have to push the button and you're gonna lock the door, and push the button and unlock the door. You're also gonna have the approach unlock, and once it detects that you were coming into the vehicle, it's gonna unlock. Once you like actually feels that you are actually leaving the vehicle behind, it's gonna lock the vehicle. Now we're gonna go over a little presentation in here. You're gonna have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both of them are wireless, so you don't need to carry a cable anymore. Good thing they did that. All right, you don't need the Type-C. If you wanted to connect it to charge your phone, you can do that as well, or you can use the wireless charging pad. Just put your phone right there. You're gonna have the wireless charging pad. You're gonna have a yellow light in there. That means that the vehicle is charging your phone, and once it turns out green, that means that your phone is fully charged. Okay, it's a push start button, so you have remote start as well. You have the electronic parking brake in here, and the auto hold function that allows you actually to be driving and let go of the brake while you're stuck in traffic, for example, and you get tired of like holding the brake all the time. You can activate the auto hold, and the car will hold the brake for you. That way you don't have to be holding the brake. Once you're ready to proceed driving, you can just put your gas on the accelerator, and it's gonna take off the auto hold It's not gonna hold the brake for you anymore. Once you completely fully stop, you're gonna do the same thing again. All right, so you have different driving modes in here. You can switch it up and down. If you go up one time, you can put it in sport mode. Then you go down, you put it in standard. If you want to go to eco, you click it one time. If you want to go to snow mode, you click it 2 times. Okay, that's for the all-wheel drive kicks. You're gonna have heated seats. As you can see right here, this is touch screen. It's not like a bottom, it's very like a touch dashboard in here. So you can just click it and get the heated steering wheel as well. On that side you have here steering wheel as well. Here in seats on the 2 front. Now if you're gonna go to turn on the heated seats, you can turn it on from here as well. This is kind of like the main screen. You can go to the home screen in here, and then you can tap in here, or you can tap in the other side. That's for the passenger, so you can check out in that and turn on the heated seats for the passenger side. In here you can turn it on and adjust like the temperature in there as well. Okay, you're gonna have also the AM, FM, Sirius XM, and the Bluetooth pretty normal into every single vehicle. In here you're gonna have the big dashboard. Right, so once you turn it on, you're gonna have a Nissan welcome on both sides. This is gonna be like a Nissan logo and everything. This is gonna be like a welcome presentation into it. In here you have this digital dash in the front. In here you can change that view. To change that out, you can just go to the little 3 lanes in here. You're gonna pop that up, and then you click on this one, okay, and you're gonna change the digital dialogue. Okay, you can change that, and then you can go to left and right, and you can change it to however you like it, depending on what you wanted to see on the front. You can customize it. You can even go to settings to customize all the safety features and vehicle settings, things like that. The VTC is a vehicle driving control, basically, or vehicle traction control, however people like to know it. Make sure you have always that on. If you go to the driver assistance, you gotta have a lane center assist. Lane center assist is gonna help you out with all let's say if you're driving and you're getting out of the lane, you're gonna keep you on the lane. So that's a steering assist. Then lane assist is gonna tell you when you're getting out of the lane, so make sure you have that on as well. There's blind spot. If a car is actually next to you and you don't see it with the mirror, because that's in a blind spot area, the blind spot gonna detect that. It's gonna light up. You're gonna be able to see it right there. That's the little triangle. It's gonna light up in yellow. It's gonna tell you. And then not only that, if you keep going and ignore the signal, the car itself is gonna intervene to go to that lane where the car is actually telling you where it is. So if you actually trying to merge for the right lane and the light is telling you there's a car there and you keep going, you're gonna intervene and you're gonna try to avoid you to go to that lane because you're about to crash into another car. Then you have emergency assist. You have automatic braking system on the front and on the rear. So if you're getting too close in a car in a high speed and you're just not braking and the car in the front of you is braking, it's gonna alert you first. But if you don't take any action, the car itself is gonna start braking for you to minimize the damages or avoid crashing for you. Okay, and then parking assist, you have the rear cross traffic alert. If you, for example, if you're in a parking lot and you have a hard time actually to park to the front, or the parking spaces are not made to park like on reverse parking, and you have to park to the front. So when you're backing out to get out of the lane and there's a lot of people actually speeding up in the parking lot for some reason, you're gonna have an alert and be like, hey, be careful, there's a car coming in the back, or there's traffic coming in the back. So pretty good to have. Moving objects can be like any cars next to you that are moving all of a sudden. Can be probably people coming in from the rear and you don't notice it. The car gonna alert you about that. Front sonar is basically whenever you're getting close to something on the front, you're gonna have sensors in the front that can alert you how close you are to something on the front as well. Same with the rear, applies to the rear. And the sonar distance, you can adjust it to medium, to high, or to low, so you can check it out in there, like short distance, medium distance, or long distance. However you like to do, you can mess around with it and be like, I feel comfortable with the medium, and I'll leave it in there. it's gonna show you us actually like some for example, like a little distance of like in different colors, like green, yellow, and red, depending how close you get to an object. So it automatically gonna pop up whenever it detects you're getting close to something. And then you can adjust the volume as well. You can put it at a high volume, medium volume, or low volume, however you feel comfortable with the sound. All right, and then you have other driver monitor. You have a lot of different systems in here that you can go around and mess around with it. For the vehicle settings, this is where I'm gonna go. If you go to the locking in here, you can see exterior door switch, so that's the bottom in the door handles that you can use to lock and unlock the door. You can do selective unlock. That means like you're gonna select certain a door to be unlocked. A lot of features, I'm not gonna lie. And then in here, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. This is the walk away lock, meaning if you walk away from the car, you're gonna automatically lock the doors, and then once you approach it, you're gonna automatically unlock them. So you can turn on and off these features as well. Now if you want to look at the vehicle or the rear camera, you're gonna have a bird view camera right here. So let me see if I can back up a little bit. There we go. See, this is the sensor I was talking about. This is it tells you on green, yellow, and red, depending on how close you get to something in there. So that's the sensor, and it's gonna show you in here as well in a little green saying like, hey, there's an object right there and you're that far apart from it. So you have the bird view, and you're also gonna have this camera right here. I do like it. The reason being is like if I turn, for example, to make that, you're gonna see the blue lane is gonna be marking on, like for example, like the lanes marking on the parking lot, like right there. There's gonna be like example of them, and then the green one is basically where the vehicle is going. So if you want to know if you're actually on the center or you're going straight, just matching up with the blue ones. There you go. All right, I think I might have covered everything else. So this is the reverse. Let's go to the front a little bit. There we go. All right, you have the parking brake. Whenever it's up, it basically is gonna show up in red. In the camera, if you click camera right here on this bottom, you can pop it up. You don't have to put it in reverse, but you can pop it up in there, and you can switch it over to, for example, if you want to look at just one side of the camera of the angle and see where you at and everything, you can click it. So 2 times and then 3 times to put a full screen of just the back of camera. That's like a expansion of everything. So you can switch over depending on, like if you go into the rear, for example, you can switch it over. You can switch it over to all the full rear camera. And then, for example, if you actually going to the front, this is the front camera. As you can see, that's the front, that's the logo and everything. So that's the front camera. You can pop it up like fully, completely, like a long view of everything. So if you want to look at it that way. And then the third one is just to get out of the camera settings. In settings, you can actually customize the camera. So you can go to display setting, can customize all the brightness, contrast, tint, color, black level, however you like it. I know some people, they might have like a colorblind issue and things like that. So you can adjust a little bit of that. Or people who be like, no, it's too bright, let me reduce the brightness. So each person have its own feeling of the driving or how they look at the camera, so you can customize it. Great thing about it. So that's about the kicks. Then you have a level 2 of the Pro Pilot. Okay, Pro Pilot, you can just activate it. You're gonna see that in there coming out. You're gonna see the little symbol. This is like the cruise control as well. So once you activate it, you can like set it up. Right now it's telling me like it's unavailable because brake is on, but you can actually set it up. And the vehicle, actually, you can just put your hands like this and let the vehicle drive almost by itself. You still have to keep your hands on the wheel though. Keep your hands all the time on the wheel. And then you see these 3 lanes. These 3 lanes is the distance that the car gonna keep from the car on the front. So let's say if I'm driving right now and that car is in front of me, it's gonna keep that distance in there. And you can adjust it. You'll be like, oh no, that distance is too far from it. So you can just click this one right here. Boom, you reduce 1, and then the car gonna get closer to that car. And then you wanna keep it short, you keep it in there. So you can customize it however you feel more comfortable doing it. Okay, some people and be like, no, I don't trust it that much, let me keep it at the longest distance, so that way I can have reaction time as well. I'd be like, no, I want the car actually to take action for me, let me do this, or you know what I mean. So you can go ahead and do that wherever you like it. That's not only that, the car cannot drive by itself. It's gonna automatically adjust the distance on the car on the front. So let's say you set the cruise control at 75 miles an hour and the car in front of me is doing 50 miles an hour. The car gonna keep this distance that you preset and the same speed the car on the front as well. So whenever the car speed up to 60 miles an hour, the car gonna speed up to 60 miles an hour as well, and keeping the same distance. So all those safety features gonna come pretty handy. So that's a little walk around about the vehicle. You have the cup holders in here, and then you have a little space in there for cooling, things like that. So I might have missed something or not, but anyway, this is a little walk around about the 2025 Kicks. Comes different colors and things like that. And don't forget, panoramic sunroof. You're gonna have all that sunroof in here, all of that. Look at that. There we go. So you have a panoramic sunroof already in the vehicle. And then if you want to customize, for example, the sound system, you can customize your headrest. This is the headrest. Actually, you can increase it and decrease it, and you can obviously customize the bass. You cannot forget that at all. Bass that gives the life to the sounds. This one is gonna give you more ambient, and you can switch it over however you like it. All right, thank you for watching all this video, and hope you have enjoyed it. Hopefully the presentation have been helpful. Probably I have missed 1 or 2 points in there, but it was a pretty short one. I was trying to keep it short. I know I delay a little bit more, but thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.